Hey traders, so welcome back to the channel and a happy Sunday. In this video, I will be covering gold, I will be covering silver, and I will be covering Bitcoin as well. I will be talking about some of my current positions and what I think for these assets going into the upcoming week. Do me a big favor before I start this video. If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. First of all, if we see the general perspective, general picture of gold, then gold can be seen that we are in a very much strong uptrend. Recently on Friday, we saw some kind of a sell-off, but still the uptrend remains intact. Talking about this silver, kind of the same thing on silver too. A good uptrend. Recently on Friday, we saw some kind of a sell-off, but still the uptrend remains intact. Talking about the Bitcoin is just consolidating. It has failed continuously to break these all-time highs and we are just range bound. So I will be covering all these assets, and first of all, starting with the gold. I have a long position on gold and it it's going pretty rough. Initially I had a good start on gold, but on Friday it gave back most of the gains I had, like all of the gains you can say. I'm just on break even at this trade right now, but still I'm very much interested in gold. I covered like half of my profits in around this 2940 level, and right now I'm just holding this with stop loss, and if like this thing decides to break the support zone, then obviously I will be taken out of my position. Now what is maybe upcoming for gold? Will understand first of all the fundamental perspective behind gold, then we will try to understand that how it can impact gold in the upcoming weeks or so. So first of all, we will understand the general fundamental scenario happening in the markets. I will try to draw something, and this is representing inflation. Okay, so this arrow represents inflation and this second arrow, this represents the economy. So what I mean by drawing this is that we are seeing continuous rise in inflation for the past few months, and if you see the economy, initially the economy was doing well. So initially the economy was also like the growth was also doing well. We were seeing some increased growth, but recently, what we have seen, the growth is reduced, the growth is slowing down, the economy is slowing down. So, this is the current fundamental picture of the market if we summarize this. Now, if I try to make it more simple, this is inflation. Inflation is still rising, and this is the economy. Economy is slowing down. Now, when this is the scenario, it creates or it points to a new market environment, which is the stagflation. Now, stagflation means when there are high prices and there is a slow growth, and this is the like market environment in which we are currently living. Now, I'm not saying that we are the stagflation era has started, but there are some signs, and we may be entering that soon. Now, whenever there is stagflation, stagflation creates or stagflation brings increased market uncertainty with it. And for gold, gold very much likes the uncertainty. The higher the uncertainty is there, the higher the prices of gold, or the more there is the demand in gold. So this is the current fundamental picture. Now, if we see the impact of that in gold, or if we see some like movements in the past, so this bull run, this bull run in 2025, this was majorly supported by tariffs. Okay, so this was majorly supported by tariffs because tariffs also bring uncertainty. And as I told you earlier, the higher the uncertainty, the higher the prices of gold. So this bull run was majorly supported by tariffs. But what we saw recently in the last week, we saw that the tariffs are delayed. What this means? This means that the uncertainty is delayed. This means that the demand of gold is also being reduced because obviously if the uncertainty is delayed, then the investors will book their profits. And that's what exactly happened on Friday. As the tariffs are delayed, we saw some profit taking move in gold from the all time highs. But this doesn't mean that we are starting a downtrend or something like this. If we see the overall picture, overall the gold remains in a very strong uptrend and the uptrend is still intact. And if we just try to understand this more clearly, we will see some past picture. And in past, we were in a strong uptrend, but we saw some profit taking move from all-time highs like this. We saw a bigger profit taking move from all-time highs like this. But what eventually happened? Gold being supported continuously by the fundamental factors, it eventually broke out the all-time highs and it started to create new all-time highs. Now, currently, this is the environment. We are seeing some profit taking moves in gold, but this doesn't mean like a bearish market has started because the fundamental picture still remains very much bullish for gold. The technical trend, the technical bullish trend still remains very much intact. That's why I'm still a bull on gold, and I'm looking to continue to hold my this current position. Obviously, if it tries to break the support or decides to break the support, I will be taken out of my position. But this will still not change my current stance on gold. I will be looking for some lower levels, maybe the 2790s level, to buy back gold again for some longer term positioning, or like to diversify it in my portfolio, something like this. I'm still very much interested and I'm looking for bulls. And again, last time I'm saying this, that this is just a profit taking move. This is not a crash. This does not change the trend. This does not change the fundamentals. Don't panic when you see moves like this, but see them as golden opportunities to buy the pullback, to buy gold at some better prices. As long as the fundamental and the trend remains intact, the gold is bullish and you should look for bulls only. Uh, that was just my advice. It's obviously totally up to you what you want to do with your trades and stuff like this, but it was my advice. You want to look up on that, you can. If you don't, you cannot. It's like totally up to you. Talking about silver, I'm currently in a long position on silver too, and kind of the same story for silver. We saw some profit taking move on silver from the highs, not the all time highs, but from like these levels are not been seen since November. Okay, so this was pretty much a good high by silver, and I had like great profits on silver on Friday, but it just decided to give back all these gains. And this, like the sell off in silver, or the profit taking move, I would say, in silver is pretty much caused by the same factors which caused the sell off or the profit taking move in gold. So I will not go in that much depth for silver. Depth for silver, kind of the same story, to be honest, very much for the silver too. We are seeing some profit taking moves on silver, but this doesn't mean that silver has started a bearish trend or something like this. The uptrend still remains intact and the fundamentals are still very much bullish for silver, just like for the Bitcoin. And if any pullback happens, to be very honest, if we see like more of a pullback on the Monday and we do test this level, then I may look to add more in my position. I have my sell trailing profits and the analysis of this trade with total fundamental and technical perspective. It was shared ahead of time in our free Telegram channel. If you are someone who is interested in that, I will drop the link in description. You can join our Telegram channel from there. Talking about the Bitcoin, Bitcoin is just consolidating. Previously, in the past few months, Bitcoin was very much interesting with the Trump hype and stuff like this, and it was very much interesting at this areas too. But right now, Bitcoin is just consolidating. It has continuously failed to break these all-time highs. Now we have to understand the fundamental perspective behind Bitcoin too. Unlike gold, what Bitcoin likes to see, Bitcoin likes to see a slowing down inflation and a roaring or a strong economy. But right now, the scenario is totally opposite to it. So this is a scenario with Bitcoin, which Bitcoin likes, and what Bitcoin does not like is high inflation and a slowing down economy. So this is a scenario which Bitcoin don't likes, and this is exactly the scenario in which we are currently present. That's why I'm not interested in Bitcoin right now. I'm seeing some short-term profit taking moves on bigger dips onto the Bitcoin, maybe to this 88K level or even to low 80s too. So I'm seeing this and I'm eyeing these levels actually to buy the dip, because in the longer run, Bitcoin is still very much bullish. But you have to understand that markets moves in waves, and seeing a pullback, seeing a deeper pullback is very much likely onto the Bitcoin given the current market environment. But that pullback will likely be bought because of a pro crypto president. So we have Trump in the office, and Trump is a considered as a pro crypto president, and his policies are expected to favor the Bitcoin. But before that actually happens, given the current market environment, I am seeing some lower levels onto the Bitcoin, some bigger profit taking moves, and then that dip will likely be bought onto the Bitcoin. Currently, I'm eyeing this level, but if this levels break, then obviously we can see more lower levels too around this low 70s. So this was pretty much it for the video. We have covered a little bit of everything, a little bit of like all the important assets. And if you like the video, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. And if you are interested in some free market insights, you can join our free Telegram group. I will drop and link in description. It's totally free to join. Have a good day and have a good week ahead. Happy trading and best of luck.